Okay, so this one here is called gusting wind. Sometimes you'll go around the corner, especially here in Kansas, and then I turn the corner, all of a sudden I feel like this wind, like where'd that come from? It's just steady wind, all of a sudden I feel this gust of wind, almost like a dust, you walked into a dust devil or a little mini tornado. It really surprises you, catches you off balance, or if you're driving down the highway and all of a sudden you feel your car kind of move, you feel that gust of wind, you're going this direction, all of a sudden just catches you by surprise. We're going to use gusting wind for the purpose of closing the gap to the opponent because they're too far away, and the idea is if we're too far away, if I'm here, even if I have a knife, he's a little more confident because he knows right now I can't reach him. So as long as he stays there and we have this distance, he feels pretty safe. So the idea is maybe even go like this and act like that's the only reach you have, and you don't want to get in closer because you don't want to engage. You're trying to get him to bait inward toward me. So that's kind of the idea here. So I might be over here and I'm just like trying, I'm acting like that, and he's realizing, okay, he doesn't want to come in because he knows that I'm going to kick him or whatever. But while I get him here, I get him to stay in that same range because this is really where I want to do gusting wind. Because here his guard's down a little bit, just like boxers, eventually your hands and shoulders get tired. You can put him down, just make sure you're putting him down over here. As soon as you start getting, the closer I get in, the closer my hands are up, and then I'm back in boxing range or kicking range or Muay Thai. So same idea. So you want to kind of get him to get his guard down here and kind of stay in one area. Once you have that, then you're going to surprise him with the gusting wind. The gusting wind is pretty much a lunge forward. So similar to you see fencers do that, kind of have that quick linear pattern forward. This back foot's going to be the primary push-off. We're not going to turn the back foot toward him. We're going to kind of keep it here on the side. It's almost like I'm going to run away from him there and I'm ready to evade. But I'm here, I'm going to push off this one, and I'm going to lunge this foot forward, and it's there, right? If I want you to first want to be where this back foot doesn't move, just this foot moves, and it's gusting wind. Then I want you to go back a little bit further, so it forces you to move both feet and separate them a little bit more. Now I want you to do that with the bait, so I bait him high, right? I go way up here, and then I gust him down here. Or I come across and I'm just kind of keeping him to look up because I want to keep I want the opening to be here because his head's typically going to be an inch or two away from the widest part of his navel, especially if they're more girth in the middle. So the idea is I come here and I gust wind there. This foot really does the work. This foot ends up extending outward with the foot pointed around. So if he comes forward, I have him keep coming forward. See how it's sliding off this foot? I want this to have good support. Versus I don't want it to be here. He comes forward, and I fall backwards. All right, work that drill. Gusting wind.